Story is where we bring the humanity into the presentation. Story is about people.
You also need it as a delivery vehicle to get it out to the audience.
So if we're telling a story purposefully, it's important for us to know who our audience is.
But they're also customizable in the way that you actually use them.
An entire generation showed us that people will willfully ignore facts if a competing story is compelling and hits them on an emotional level.
People who had swum in the ocean because it was a popular leisure time activity suddenly stopped.
So think of your message like an ice cream cone. It's really what you want your audience to consume. The story is merely a delivery vehicle for that ice cream. So think of it as the ice cream truck. Now, what does the ice cream truck, other than just simply deliver the ice cream, is there anything else the ice cream truck does? And again, you can mention it in the chat. And exactly, Shannon, it gets us excited. It gets us excited about the ice creams. And that's what our stories need to do. We need to get people excited to receive that message. How many of you have a challenge with figuring out, what do I put in the story? What do I leave out? There's a simple 5-step formula that we can use to tell the story that has all of the needed parts. And at some point, the character hits rock bottom. Now, we call this the turning point. It's a cold night in the middle of February. I'm stuck in the women's washroom in the most security-conscious place in the country.
Change some of the messaging, change some of the details.
The emotion's great. I like how you raised the stakes too, because the first part of the story, it was kind of an inconvenience for him, and now it's like, oh my God, the pressure's on. Like, this is an important sort of pivot point.
If you're dealing with science, if you're dealing with factual information, obviously you want to include that factual information. But what's even better is if you can incorporate that